the Viper.
The most lethal superstar in WWE history.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
Think about the journey this man has had, from the blue chip legacy prospect to the legend killer to eventually world champion.
Or what about all the allies and enemies that Randy Orton has made along the way? And he's beaten just about all of them, allies included.
The Viper has consumed everything in his path. Randy Orton may just be the greatest of all time.
Well, Randy Orton has made a career out of psychologically dissecting his opponents.
And many of the victims who have fallen for the Viper's schemes stay down for good.
Always composed, always in control. No one is more calculated.
Once legend killer, now possibly the greatest legend in WWE history. The Viper is ready.
And from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton!
A chill is in the air. The cold, calculated nature of Randy Orton is about to be on display. The Viper is a superstar who does not play well with others.
Evil intentions in mind tonight, I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, Orton always knows when to strike and when to strike first. Every generation, someone comes along who's simply so much better than everyone else. They just make it look easy. Randy Orton is that someone. He was born into greatness.
Raquel Rodriguez, a massive presence in the women's division.
And from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Rodriguez!
Raquel seems to always wear a big smile, just loves to perform for the crowd.
Yeah, but if you get on her bad side and that smile vanishes, you are faced with an angry woman with muscles for days. The personification of dominance in NXT and WWE since day one.
Yeah, and I think we can all agree that Raquel Rodriguez is getting better with every match.
Even when she makes short work of her opponent. Ravishing Rick Rude has arrived.
And from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing in at 240 pounds, Ravishing Rick Rude!
Take a look, sweat hogs. That is what a real man looks like.
I don't know if there's enough room in this building for yours and Rick Rude's ego.
Look at Rick Rude. He's like a modern-day Adonis with endless charisma.
Rude truly is the alpha male of this sport.
Here comes the bad guy.
And from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 287 pounds, the bad guy, Razor Ramon.
Responsible for some of the success that Monday Night Raw enjoys to this day. One of the originals since Raw's early inception. The bad guy is oozing with machismo.
Yeah, one of the great moments in the history of Monday Night Raw. It's played over and over again. The night that a no-name, the 1-2-3 Kid, defeated Razor Ramon. And
Razor Ramon is pretty much the ultimate machismo on display.
I agree with you, Saxton. This is a guy who never sweats the competition because Razor knows he's the best.
the greatest underdog the world has ever known, Rey Mysterio.
What Rey lacks in size, he more than makes up for in heart. And he is the most recognized luchador in wrestling history.
And representing the LWO from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio!
Rey Mysterio has never, ever been afraid of competition. He's never going to back down. He's the biggest little man in the history of WWE. Razor is here, ready to deliver pain.
A man of few words, but plenty of devastation.
And representing the authors of pain from Albania, weighing in at 330 pounds, Razor!
One half of AOP, Razor has certainly been bringing the pain for half a decade.
If you want an idea of how good Razor is, this guy was competing in top MMA promotions by age 20. Before the age of 25, he won the NXT Tag Titles, the Raw Tag Titles, and the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Talk about a man who is physically dominant in every sense of the word.
Frightening. Intimidating.
Dominant forces the women's division has ever seen. Rhea Ripley.
The Eradicator is here.
And their opponent from Adelaide, Australia, the WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
Ripley may just be one of the most intimidating presences WWE has ever experienced in either division. She strikes pure, unbridled fear straight into the hearts of her opposition.
Yeah, it's almost impossible not to second-guess yourself when you're taking on Rhea Ripley. She can just seem unstoppable at times.
I think Ripley has done all she can to cultivate the aura of fear. There's a mental aspect to her game that you can't overlook. Ready or not, Rhea Ripley is coming for her competition tonight.
Here comes the cheerful Rhea Ripley.
One fall, making her way to the ring from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
I like this woman. A very positive outlook that's going to take her far.
Oh, that remains to be seen, Cole. Let's see how she fares tonight. The one-woman wrecking ball is ready to roll.
And from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
She became the first ever NXT UK Women's Champion, sent a message to the entire world in the 2017 and 2018 Mae Young Classic tournaments.
The ice-cold expression on her face tells you all you need to know about Rhea Ripley.
Rhea has complete confidence in herself. WWE Universe, there's a dog-faced gremlin coming your way.
Rick Steiner is about to get wild.
And representing the Steiner brothers from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 255 pounds, Rick Steiner!
Rick Steiner is absolutely vicious. He can take down anyone with his wrestling skills and beat them into submission with his power.
Now, the dog-faced gremlin is a ferocious force that can't be contained and can't be tamed.
The Dragon is here.
And from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing in at 235 pounds, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat!
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat possesses an amazing mix of technical wrestling and high-flying ability.
One of the most gifted athletes our business has ever seen.
More history will be made tonight with the appearance of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
So many countless memorable moments in the career of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and we are in store for another one here tonight.
It's fight night!
And we are about to see a powerhouse unleashed.
And from England, weighing in at 253 pounds, Ridge Holland!
Ridge Holland learned his craft from some of the biggest names in British wrestling. But he now sits under the learning tree of perhaps the best brawler in WWE history.
A man you definitely don't want to start a fight with.
There is a mean streak a mile long that turns on once that bell rings.
Ridge would prefer you use meters instead, but I completely agree.
There's a bad man coming through. No more dancing, just brutality.
And from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 425 pounds, Rikishi!
Cold-blooded, disingenuous, even a little delusional.
Rikishi believes he's justified in everything he's done. He believes the people are the ones who are wrong.
And more than anything, Rikishi wants to be taken seriously as a competitor. Dance time is over. A proud Samoan man looking to be held up on the pedestal he so richly deserves.
Well, hopefully he won't take any shortcuts or underhanded tactics to earn that adulation.
No promises there, Byron. Rikishi will do whatever it takes to come out on top. The whole effing show.
And from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing in at 235 pounds, Rob Van Dam!
A man who lives his life way up high. No one in this business gets as high as RVD with the 5-star frog splash. Which reminds me, guys, it's 4:18. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Where are you going? There will only be one. Rob Van Dam. The Great One is here.
These days, Rock is more than great. We are looking at the final boss.
Maybe the most famous man on earth.
The Rock always makes an epic arrival.
And their opponent from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the WWE People's Champion, The Rock!
Well, we know The Rock is always looking to bring more glory to his family while growing his own personal legacy.
Thinks no one is on his or his family's level. The Rock is in a class all his own. That's what makes him the final boss.
A point proven many times over throughout an illustrious career. And The Rock has come back to prove it again. Let's be honest, gentlemen, anything The Rock does is the biggest of all time.
And there's an electrifying energy in this building.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that the crowd right now knows they are witnessing undeniable greatness. The Rock just soaking it all in, enjoying his own glory.
Well, it doesn't matter who the opponent is or where he stands in the bloodline. The Rock is always on top.
And always a threat to those who are in his way.
And Rock doesn't concern himself with petty squabbles. Rock only cares about everyone knowing that he's in charge.
Who's here? The People's Champion!
The Brahma Bull looks ready to lay the smackdown.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 275 pounds, The Rock!
Yeah, I can't even imagine living The Rock's life.
Can you guys believe The Rock wouldn't even let me try on his $500 shirt?
Of course I can believe it, because your bank account's about $499 short.
Brahma Bull about to show us all how it's done.
The People's Champ never gives up.
Here comes Rocky Miami.
You will call this man The Rock.
And from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 275 pounds, The Rock!
You know, it's really upsetting to see this side of The Rock.
It's all about respect for The Rock. He became the youngest Intercontinental Champion in WWE history. And what did it get him? Awful chants from ungrateful fans.
Now The Rock takes respect by any means necessary.
Rocky Maivia played by the rules. The Rock doesn't, and that makes The Rock a very dangerous competitor.
Indeed, Corey, The Rock now has all the makings of a main event talent.
He is the first ever third-generation superstar in WWE.
Here to make his family proud.
From Miami, Florida, weighing in at 260 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia plans on making his own name in WWE, not just resting on his family's laurels.
Well, Rocky knows that respect is given when it's earned, and he's coming out here to earn it. This match has everyone backstage buzzing. He is an exciting competitor to watch.
The OTC is here.
And from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
The original tribal chief, the only tribal chief, the OTC.
A man who held the WWE Universal title for a record obliterating 1,316 days over 3 years atop WWE.
And Reigns is ready to once again be that dominant force that rules WWE. Pure intimidation.
A man who always stands tall, stands proud, and fears no one.
But many fear Roman. Everyone knows Roman Reigns is capable of unprecedented dominance in WWE. The head of the table, the tribal chief.
A main eventer since day one, but now the tribal chief is tougher than ever.
And from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
The man who upholds the Anoa'i family legacy by any means necessary.
Roman Reigns always in tremendous physical condition, probably the best shape of his career, but now more dangerous, more dominant, and more focused than ever.
will not relinquish his seat at the head of the table for anyone. Oh, he'll show why he's at the top of the food chain.
WWE Universe, it's time to acknowledge the OTC.
And from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns!
A man who was once one of the most dominant stars in history. Led the original bloodline with an iron fist.
Wait. What do you mean once? Roman is still as dominant as ever.
But one thing's for sure, he is ready to prove that this is still his show, with or without the bloodline.
Ladies and gentlemen, acknowledge him.
The WWE Universe embracing their tribal chief.
Reigns standing tall. The OTC is still the pinnacle of this industry.
Destruction incoming.
Rosie doesn't care who he hurts, just that he's the one that gets to hurt him.
representing 3-minute warning from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 420 pounds, Rosie!
Rosie is never in a good mood.
And always has an attitude.
Oh, whether you like it or not, there is no off switch with this guy. Rosie is all gas, no brakes, pure decimation. Hot Rod is in the house.
And their opponent from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 230 pounds, Roddy Piper!
An all-time great in the ring and on the microphone, guys.
I agree. I'd love to see Saxton in Piper's pit.
That sounds a little too dangerous, Corey.
Why, you scared of coconuts?
They do call him Rowdy for a reason. Every Hulkamaniac secretly liked the Hot Rod. I know you did, Byron.
I admit it. I had a soft spot for Roddy Piper.
The Prodigy is here.
And she is angry, and she is vengeful.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Laredo, Texas, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
You have to love this level of confidence in a superstar.
Especially for so early in her tenure in WWE.
Well, Roxanne's already done more in her early 20s than most competitors do in their entire career.
So much success, so young.
Maybe that's why Perez feels so entitled. But then again, I guess it's not entitlement when you're as good as Roxanne.
The always impressive Sami Zayn.
And from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn!
The man that dethroned Gunther is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion.
Sami Zayn has been in WWE for over a decade, but every year he seems to get even better.
Well, there's no telling what he has his sights set on next.
The incomparable Sami Zayn, ready to give it his all once again.
The ultimate measure of a man is how he stands at challenging times, and Sami is always up for a challenge. It's time for some danger in the jungle.
And representing the Head Shrinkers from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 260 pounds, Samu!
This is a man who will mercilessly beat you until nothing remains. A truly brazen human being.
It is not safe for anyone to be here when Samu is competing.
The more violent and chaotic the match, the happier Samu is.
Just think of what goes through an opponent's mind when facing Samu.
Well, I don't think opponents know what hit them. Samu is a straight-up problem.
It's time to get extreme. Here comes the Sandman.
And from Philadelphia, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Sandman!
You want to get hardcore? You want to get extreme? The Sandman is more than ready to brawl.
Yeah, a man who can definitely hack it in hardcore environments, but can throw fists by the book as well.
It's just simple, guys. Sandman just wants to fight and will enjoy every second of it, no matter the rules.
Well, he's not the only one who's going to enjoy it. One of the hardest hitting high flyers around.
Ready for takeoff.
And representing Legado del Fantasma from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 200 pounds, Santos Escobar.
Santos Escobar is such a dangerous competitor. He came up in Mexico City's lucha scene.
Escobar has always been a standout talent, from fighting in the underground to the highest heights in NXT.
A background in lucha tradition, but ready to make his own moves to the top of WWE.
Santos Escobar continues to build his empire, and he'll do anything to keep it intact.
Escobar is determined to provide and protect his family.
Beware, he's full of surprises.
If looks could kill. I don't think I even need to finish my sentence, gentlemen.
And representing the Final Testament from Sin City, Scarlett!
Don't judge a book by its cover. Scarlett is second fiddle to no one, and she is just as dangerous in the ring as she is out of it.
The time for mind games is over. It's time for Scarlett to cause some physical damage.
I think you'd get no argument here that this man is one of the best brawlers in WWE history.
And representing the NWO from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 280 pounds, Scott Hall!
Plots in the shadows, bum rushes the ring, knows when to attack.
Scott Hall left WWE and Razor Ramon behind and proceeded to raid the ring on Monday Nitro, waging all-out war. Who can forget this man's immortal quote? Hard work pays off, dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
Well, I'm pretty sure Scott Hall is about to cause some bad times for his opponent.
It's Big Papa Pump.
Holler if you hear him.
And their opponent from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 276 pounds, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner!
An all-time great in WCW, multiple United States titles, and the WCW Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, and all he had to do was stab his brother in the back and join the NWO. Pound for pound, one of the most complete athletes around.
Well, I've done the math, and tonight spells disaster for Scott Steiner's opponent.
If Scott gets a hold of you, you are headed nowhere but down.
Scott Steiner is here.
One of the most dynamic competitors around.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Steiner brothers from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 276 pounds, Scott Steiner!
Highly emotional Scott Steiner, unpredictable, hard to control.
A creator of revolutionary offense who is just as confident in singles action as he is tag team competition. There might not be a more complete athlete in all of sports entertainment.
Prepare for pure chaos. Here comes Sherry.
And from New Orleans, Louisiana, Sensational Sherry!
Sensational Sherry, so much more than just a valet. She is a competitor to be taken very seriously.
A woman who has ushered so many to stardom.
And she herself has reached that same level of stardom.
It's Seth freaking Rollins.
A man who has spent a decade atop WWE with the accolades to prove it.
And from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Rollins is an architect, a visionary, and a revolutionary who adapts to challenges like a chameleon.
Seth Rollins will do whatever it takes, find any strategy to further his greatness.
Whoa, wait a second. What's going on here?
It's another brilliant move from the architect.
And from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
We already know of one man who has fallen for this tactic. None other than Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Reigns and Rollins had a deep bond at one point, and seeing Rollins like this clearly threw him off.
Yeah, but so many superstars have faced off against the Shield. So many have heard the stories of their dominance. Seth showing up like this is a message to the entire locker room.
Rollins has already started the mind games. Now comes the physical part.
The Heartbreak Kid is in the building.
And from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels!
I don't believe there's been a greater performer in the history of WWE than this man, the Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels.
Without question, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, has paved the way for countless superstars here in WWE.
It may be popular nowadays, but no one has used the super kick quite as well as HBK.
And none have ever done it better. Here comes HBK himself.
And from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
A true showman, Shawn Michaels is always dressed to impress.
From Michaels' perspective, he is the wrestler of the decade, an unparalleled talent.
It's a bold claim, but when hasn't HBK been bold?
Well, if you ask me, the first step to becoming a true all-timer is to believe it yourself. Opponents come looking to take Michaels down a peg, but he's always ready to prove he really is the best of the best.
HBK, the Heartbreak Kid, is
From
back
San
on
Antonio,
Raw.
Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Looks like Michaels is brimming with confidence, as usual.
Shawn's an extraordinary competitor, and he knows it. He is the axis WWE spins on for a reason.
I'm pretty sure you and Michaels are the only ones who really think that. The world doesn't actually revolve around HBK.
You are looking at one of the greatest of all time.
We're about to find the truth in suffering.
I'm going to be honest with you, Saxton. I really have no idea what is going on in Spears' mind.
And their opponent, from Niagara Falls, Canada, weighing in at 223 pounds, Shawn Spears.
Spears claims he has unfinished business in WWE, that he's here to correct past imperfections, whatever that means.
Well, apparently punishing his opponents is the only path he sees towards finishing it. And now you can see into the eyes of a man possessed.
Well, Spears is ready to drag any opponent down into his own personal darkness.